as to the Lord. The Bible never said, girlfriend, submit yourself to your boyfriend. It says, wives, submit yourself to him. So I think, and then it says, for the husband is the head. It's saved, and it's health, Christ loves the church. Always what God is acceptable, people accept for that they take the relationship of wanting to be out of could be, and what they says wives. It doesn't say girlfriend. It tells a wife to submit herself to her own husband. And women now don't want to listen. When Tommy was a I was like set myself up, but somebody told me you have to set yourself. Some of us don't know do that,
Okay.
because we're. I make my own money. I got six figures. I don't need you to do this, and I don't need a man for nothing. Well, yes, you do. I mean, and if you don't need a man for nothing, then why have a boyfriend?
Okay.
So I think we don't know how women don't know how to be submissive, and they think being submissive is being stupid.
Mm-hmm.
No, being submissive is what God asks us to be, and to submit ourselves to our husband. Am I missing something?
Not only, I agree with you, but so many folks get it, I guess, twisted or confused that when they become successful, they think that their accomplishments, the things that they've accomplished and achieved and obtained, have become who they are. They become the six-figure income person, or they become the $1 million man, and they forget that it's their character, it's their personality, it's their who they are. It makes them a good person, not the things that you have. So I think, unfortunately, that has happened a lot. That
Mm-hmm.
people forget who they are, they forget where they come from, and because they become successful and been able to accomplish some things, they change. Money changes people to a large degree, and what needs to happen, well, I think what should happen, is that you should always stay grounded, stay focused on what's most important.
Yep. So if you're gonna get in a relationship, make sure you know what you're getting into.
Okay.
Make sure you know who you dating.
Now, I got another. I got a question too. But I wanted to address what I think. For us in my generation, we get stuck in what I like to call the show me phase.
Yes.
And the show me phase is good. I'm not speaking bad about the show me phase, but I think sometimes we get stuck in the show me phase and we start living in the show me phase, and that show me phase is all the good that you want your partner to see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like you really don't know your partner until you wind up in a life, what I call a life changing situation that forces you to come out of that show me phase.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It makes sense. And what people, I think, what another thing, Shay, is when in relationships, they you need to go back to the basics.
Mm-hmm.
Go to grandma and say, "Hey, grandma, uh, how did you and grandpa? How did y'all make it? What
Mm-hmm.
kept y'all married for 50 and 30 years?" They not talking to grandma no more. They
Nope.
talking to the girls who ain't got no man. They ain't never had no husband, but they want to tell you how to keep one. How you gonna tell me to keep something you ain't never had?
Huh.
That's just like saying, telling me how to keep a job when you ain't never worked.
It don't
You
make
can't tell
sense.
me how to keep a man if you've been dating boys all your life. You can't tell a man how to have a woman if you only mess with little girls.
Correct.
So that's where people, and they think buying me things is something. You gotta buy me this, you gotta buy me that. Well, whatever happened to holding hands? You
Okay.
know, holding hands. Whatever happened to the man opening the door for the woman?
I know that's right.
Whatever happened to like Valentine's Day? It's not all about you. It's not all about the woman. We got to make sure that not only do our men please the woman, but the woman also have to please that man.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to go back and ask Granny, how did y'all make it? But some of the grannies and I'm gonna say this: some of y'all may have to go to your great grandmas because some of the grannies are in their 35s and don't know what the heck they doing.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this segment is because there's an epidemic of single women that's above 35.
Yeah,
Between 35 and 50, there's an epidemic of single women, and they're trying to figure out what they did wrong, or did they do something wrong, or is it there's not enough men out here. But I think you hit the nail right on the head. Is you have to go back to the foundation and ask grandma and great grandma, you know, y'all been married for 20, 30 some years. How did you get through the rough patches? Because people, I think, now get in relationships, and then soon you hit that rough patch, oh, we done.
yeah, they run. They don't know how to. Now, I think the young people don't know how to fight for their relationship, especially a marriage. Because we talk about marriage, we can talk about marriage, and we can just talk about somebody who's dating. The first thing is if you're married, you can't always run because if this is one thing they need to realize. The Bible says that if a man desires to stay with his woman,
Mm-hmm.
they're supposed to stay together.
Yeah.
So you can't just run from a marriage. This is the problem in marriages. People treat marriages like rental contracts.
Yep.
Oh, you can lease me for 36 months.
Uh-huh.
No. Marriage is a covenant between woman and man
And
and
God.
God.
Yes, ma'am.
God, woman, and man. But people treat it like, um, here, I'm gonna put this $1,500 down on this house and on this wife, and when I'm done, we done. When the lease is up, I'm moving out. It's not that type of party. But people treat marriages and relationships like contracts, and it's not a contract. You
Absolutely.
cannot treat it like a contract. You cannot. And once you get that out your head. But another thing, I'm gonna also say this. Some people may not agree with me when I say this either.
Uh-huh.
In the church, we have told people, "He that findeth a wife findeth good thing and obtain favor from the Lord." That is true.
Mm-hmm.
However, that is true. But what we done, we didn't finish that. We don't
Okay.
finish telling the women. We don't teach them everything. We tell them, "Oh, a woman don't supposed to look for no man. A woman don't supposed to find a man. Go look at Ruth
Huh.
and see how Ruth met Boaz."
Huh.
Let's be real. When Ruth met Boaz, she was working in his vineyard,
Yes, ma'am.
and when she was working in his field, her mother-in-law, who was Naomi, told her, uh, Boaz is going to having a party today. He's going to be married. Just to give y'all a little short story.
Yeah.
He's going to be married. That means they're going to be partying. He's going to be feeling good. I want you to go put on your best linen, go on to take that shower, put your cologne on, throw your makeup on. You finna get this man. And when she did what her mother-in-law told her to do,
Uh-huh.
and she went and waited until Boaz came into that room, and y'all can go read this for yourself,
Huh, man.
because we need to teach people the we need to teach people everything,
The
because then
roots.
that's when people will realize that they ain't gotta just sit at home and wait on no man to come find
Huh.
them, because that ain't how it's gonna happen.
Huh.
Ruth was working.
Huh.
Okay, she wasn't sitting at home.
Faith without action. Faith
Okay,
without
she
action.
wasn't in action. So she did what her mother-in-law said. She uncovered his feet, and he said, "Who is that?"
Huh.
And she said, "I'm Ruth, Naomi daughter-in-law." And when he was like, "Why?" He told the elders, "Go hide her." He was getting ready. Now she was supposed to marry somebody else,
Yeah.
but Boaz went to his cousin and said, "Hey, you up for marrying this woman? But look, I want her." And he was like, "Yo, you can have her. I don't want no more clothes. I don't want nothing. I don't want no more kids. I ain't giving up no money, none of that. You can have her."
Yep.
But before he went to him, let me back up.
Okay.
Before Boaz even went to him, Boaz looked at Ruth and said, "Out of all men, young and old, rich and poor,
Yeah.
you chose me." Go read it for yourself.
Huh.
She chose her husband. Matter of fact, her mother-in-law set it up and chose Boaz. Read it for yourself.
Read it for
So
yourself.
Read it for yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
So when he told Ruth, you chose me, Ruth was working. So when the Bible says, he that findeth the wife findeth the good thing and
Uh,
obtains favor,
yeah.
she put herself out there to be found.
Okay,
And she
now.
was not at the club. She did not have on no booty shorts, and no mini skirts, shaking her tail feather. Nobody club. She was working.
That's what it sounds like to me.
She was working.
That's what that.
So, and people, you may find somebody in the bar, but they all looking for the same thing in the bar. So come on,
Yep.
gotta go back to the basics. I'm not telling nobody, or if your pastor tell you and that's how you want to live your life, go for it. But read the word for yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's one thing we need to stop doing as pastors and elders is just telling them a little bit to make things sound good to
Yeah.
say, so these young women will have an understanding of what they need to do. You cannot sit at home and think you going a good man is gonna come knock on your door and say,
Mm-mm.
"Oh, I done found my husband."
Nope. That ain't how it works.
My husband, I set myself up. Okay, I
Yeah.
set myself up. I knew what I wanted, but when I met Tommy 12 years ago, I knew then he was my husband. He had got married. I got married. We had married totally different people.
Uh huh.
But guess what? We together now,
I know
and
that's right.
we go, and we are forever.
Yes, ma'am.
And I make that known. We are a forever thing, and we do things together. We may have a disagreement, but at the end of the day, we come back together, and we know we love each other. We in this for a lifetime. This is I don't have no marital agreement.
Yeah.
We don't rock like that. I ain't going nowhere. You want to get mad? People now they get mad. They call everybody, tell
Yep.
everybody what's going on in their
Yep.
house. Cut that out.
Yep.
Because guess what? At the end of the day, when your mama get mad at your husband,
Yep.
or your daddy ready to cut your husband, or the kids ready to kill your husband, now you standing in between everybody talking about, oh no, I love him.
Yep.
Stop
Exactly
running your
right.
mouth. Stop running your mouth. Men, stop running your mouth to your friends and wondering
Say
why
so.
Jack end up in your bed
Say
when
so.
you Jimmy and you supposed to be there. Stop telling your friends how it is at home in the bed was because they listen and looking just like women. The Bible also says that a woman's tongue is slick as oil.
Huh, man.
So she can slick herself out and say anything to your man. Because when you tell a man, "Oh, my wife don't do this, my wife don't cook, she don't clean," you got the slick woman. Oh, you know what? I would cook for you.
Yep.
That's
You
all it
just gave
takes.
him. You just gave him the ingredients to take you out.
Okay, you just gave them everything to say, "Oh, okay, yeah, I'm
And
finna take you up on that. What you cooking tomorrow?
and
Oh, I'm
see
gonna cook some spaghetti.
and see what you
Uh,
just said. It confirms what my other statement is that the most dangerous thing in the world is a submissive woman.
okay,
Everybody think that the most powerful position in the world is being the leader of the free world, the president. No, no, no,
mm,
no. The most powerful position is to be the president's wife.
that's right.
That's the most
That's right.
dangerous. That's how wars is started. That's how
Yep,
that's how world wars is started. It ain't the
they
men
was.
sitting up in the Oval Office. The men at the end of the day, we trying to figure out, okay, how can we keep everybody safe? But and
Yep.
no offense, but that woman that sit back and listen. I tell you another fact. If you think your woman is out of control because she yell and can't keep her mouth shut, no, no, that ain't nothing to be scared about. To be
Uh-uh.
scared about is when you yell at your woman and you make her upset and she get quiet.
That's right.
That's when
You know,
you need hold on. What in the world? What's she
mm,
thinking?
this is what I tell people. The word husband came from a man's job. A man's job, house, is to keep his house. So the word husband, I think the word husband came from house.
Mm-hmm.
If you take the O and the E out, it's the first letter of hus, right? It is his job to take care of the house, to see about the house and everything. But if you put a rubber band around pencils, what do you do? What does it do if you put a rubber band around a pencil?
And holds it
Or
together.
it holds it together. So if you take the O and the E out of house and you take rubber away from band, is husband. A husband is supposed to hold his house together.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that I always tell people I think that's where that word husband came from. Because a husband is supposed to keep his house. It's like a rubber band. A rubber band keeps things together.
Yep.
The woman is inside the house. The Bible tells us that it is better for a husband to live on the rooftop of his house than be in a house with a contentious wife. Now, if
Yep.
you on the house, if you on your rooftop,
Huh. Say so.
that if you on the rooftop and it starts thundering and lightning, if you see lightning, it can hit you, right?
Uh-huh.
So if you're on the top of a house and it's storming and hailing and you ain't got nothing to hold on, you can fall, right? And
Yeah.
what can happen? You can actually die.
Yeah.
So when you think about the Bible saying it's better than a man to live on the rooftop of his home than in a house with a contentious wife, to me that's saying it's better off, bruh, that you be dead.
Yep.
Because she gonna kill you.
Eventually.
Wonder why men, our black men dying so early due to stress. You know, the woman, they want to work. Why they really ain't got the man? They'll work, right?
Yep.
Get that man. See, don't she stop working? Now, a good woman gonna keep a good woman.
They're gonna build it
A,
up.
a good woman want to double and triple that.
Yep. Add two.
Add
Yeah,
two
multiple. The
because
Bible. I believe the Bible say you can help me out, but if you give it to the woman, she gonna multiply. Correct.
okay.
That
But
now
hey,
listen. I'm just saying. That's what I believe. I read that in the Word too.
that's right. And see, and the bottom line is, oh, I just supposed to be a help me. I just supposed to be a helpmate.
But are you?
So why are you? But what you doing though? You're not helping me. You're a
Exactly.
hindrance. You're a hindrance unto me.
You slowing me
And
up.
when a man ain't happy to come home, when a man is not happy to come home, that too is dangerous.
Yeah. Yep. So look, I want
When
to
a
stay
man,
on point because I know your time is valuable. So I gotta get to our second question. We've been
okay,
up here a while. They be like, he just yeah. All right. What are the benefits and potential drawbacks of actively looking for love in today's society for women? So we can break it up into two parts. What are the benefits for actively seeking love in today's society? And then we can go back and then say what are the drawbacks of actively seeking love in today's society?
the benefit is seeking love is finding your mate, the right the right person, um, the right person that you want in your life, and that you can't just want a man in your life. He has to want to be in your life too. So that's the benefit of finding them. Being able to be in a relationship is finding somebody that you can be happy with, somebody that you can build with. What else, babe? Somebody that you can love and can love you like they supposed to be loved. What else do you see a benefit?
I think that as humans, as people, we have a need and a desire to have other people. We need it. It's part of our basic um, who we are. Is that we have a need to have companionship or someone who you are or connected with,
Mm-hmm.
someone who can give you that comfort and joy as well as you be able to give them that comfort and joy. And that means that creates harmony. That creates a sense of peace and tranquility when you have that individual that you feel like is that person that's for you and you for them. I think those are the benefits. I think in terms of we're not. I don't think we are not meant to be alone. We are kind of creatures that desire and need other people. Finding love is not always easy. We have a tendency to be caught up in infatuation, what we think is love, and that's what disappears after a while at some point in time. So you have to be, I think, trust your thoughts, your judgment, your heart. You got to create some sense of good judgment about whenever you're ready. that this person is the person that's for you.
Yeah, and I think the drawback of being in a relationship would be that um, we have too many options.
Yeah.
And when I say options, we have too many options. And some women, just like men, people, um, you may like a man because he's tall. Johnny may have the job. Billy may sing. Jack may work on cars. And these are women like qualifications. They
Yeah.
want to qualify man like again, like a credit application. We're gonna see if you can get approved first. But and that's what I think that's the drawback. Like we have too many qualifications. Like the man has to be we want to put we you know what? Thank you, Holy Ghost. Build a man. Like build a bear. Make
Ooh.
a bear like you want to. So that's
Ooh.
how they make men build a bear, build a man. And that's not what we're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because the man could be dark as oil, but you know what? He can be sweet as what's that sweet sugar? What's that the sweetest? I mean, he can be sweet and can be everything you need. But because he's not your color,
Hmm.
you will pass him up.
Hmm.
Or because he don't wear a size 15 shoe, you will pass him up. Or because he ain't got wavy hair, and men do the same thing.
Yep.
Oh, she ain't like bright and almost white. I
Yep.
don't want her.
Oh, she got
Uh-uh.
she too thick for me, or she too skinny
Yeah.
for me, and she ain't got no butt for me. And then
And,
you
that,
be
and that,
forgetting
that's
to
the
look in the
drawback.
mirror and say what you ain't got.
And that's right. And see, now women are build a bears. They build a woman because now they're going to get extra. They want extra lips.
Mm-hmm.
They want bigger boobs. They
Yep.
want bigger butts. They don't like their stomach no more, so they go get that tightened up. You know what I mean? Sometimes, let me tell you something, I don't get it wrong because I had gastric bypass. I wanted to get rid of them 179 pounds,
Yeah,
and
but
I
see, that's
did.
different. That
But that's
I
different.
think that's different than going in there putting a new butt on, putting a new chest on, putting new lips on, because at the end of the day, you're mending yourself to a costume.
Yeah, and and that is the setback of some of the real women who said, you know what, I'm gonna wear my natural hair because I want to be natural. I want somebody to love me for who I am, and it could be a beautiful woman inside and out, and she's a church girl,
Yep.
but because Bobby see this girl who just had all this booty done and done got it. I mean, everything done. Pull that wig off and let that silicone go to drying up. You gonna see.
Yeah.
She ain't what you thought she was. She was a builder woman, and that's the drawback. Real women now can't really, or real men, and it's 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 what it is. But we have to take off all the. We got to stop trying to the qualification. They got to have this, or the stipulations on
Yeah.
a man. So that's my answer to that one.
And then the last one I got for us for tonight is how has the concept of worth in relationships evolved for women, and what factors should be considered when evaluating the pursuit of love in modern times?
See, worth is that material worth?
Worth your worth,
What
just
is
your
your worth?
what yeah, person's worth. First of all, they got to know who they are.
Hmm.
Women got to go ahead and figure out who am I?
Now, see,
Who
that's the big one right there.
yeah.
That one, I think you just open up a whole nother topic right there, because they don't know who they are, and you want to be married.
And can't find and don't know their worth because you don't know who you are.
Yeah.
How can we live? How can we want to live in $1 million homes when we can't even live in the project homes that we ain't paying no rent?
Huh.
We don't want to keep it clean. We
Nope.
don't want to pay the light bill.
Nope.
We only and they tell us to go get a job. We don't want to go get no job. We just want to go. We want to take our food stamps and go buy steaks and lobsters. because
Ain't no structure.
they ain't no right. So they don't know the work. They don't know their work, and they scared to go ask somebody, "What do
Mm-hmm.
I need to do? What do I need to do?" And here's for the women who is up on their game. What's really sad, how many of us is actually trying to really help them?
Ooh.
So we really can't, we can blame them, but we really can't. We can't laugh at them because they don't know no better. They
Uh-huh.
don't know no better, A, because they ain't been taught,
Yep.
and B, ain't nobody, no one is trying to teach them.
Yeah.
We want to say, oh, look at her, she got 8 kids. Okay, one of them your baby daddy. Why you mad at her though? So why are we talking about her? We not
Exactly.
lifting people up. We don't. Women don't lift women up.
Nah, not
They
like.
don't.
Nope.
They don't. I mean, some do. Don't get me wrong. So some I don't want y'all to be talking about. Y'all know every time we lift each other up. Sometimes some women
But
do,
we're,
and some women don't. But what we need to do to know for these people to get out and for these women to know their worth, we need to be out there. When we see a young lady slipping, instead of talking about her, we need to embrace her. We need to exchange phone numbers with these women and say, "Hey, what can I do to help you?" Trust me, some people, some women will accept the help, and you also got some women who won't.
yeah. Cause I
We're
was
in
that was
business.
my that when you had said lift them up, that was my first thought. Is some people where they lift them up to?
Yeah,
You,
yeah.
you know
And
what I
you got
mean?
women in businesses. You got women who own businesses, and oh, I'm doing this and I'm doing this. Okay, who's under you? Who are you
Yep.
trying to teach?
Who are you
Who are
reaching
you
back?
trying to teach?
Yep.
Yeah. How are you giving back? And that's the thing. So even we can become successful, but if we're not trying to help nobody, you know me say I'm out to help anybody. Anybody that want
Thank
to
you.
call me, talk to me, I'm doing that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna tell you when you right because you right, and I'm gonna have your back if you right. But I'm also gonna have your back if you wrong. But we gonna make it right.
Yeah, and
So
I'm
that's
not just
me.
going to talk to you about how you wrong. I'm going to give you the information that you're going to be able to go back for yourself and say, okay, this is where I made that wrong step at. Let me go back, and I might not be able to go back in time, but when I get to this next point in destination, I'm going to be able to think about this and use this learning process to help me propel forward in the
Yeah,
direction that I want to go in. Um, Another thing I want to tap in on that what you were stating, well, on the worth part. Um, the worth part I want to be able to because I want people to be able to grab this part of the conversation and really take the fruit of it out. The worth part is also, and this is what Mama V is talking about, is the value that you hold for yourself.
yeah,
What is your self value? Because I hear a lot of women talk about, oh, they the prize. But boo boo, if you 48 years old and you still looking for love, if you you know what I mean, if you 38 and you still looking for love, and not saying that you not saying that you're not successful. Let's say you successful. You feel me? Have you realized how you got to your level of success? Because if you're a good helpmate as a woman, you should be able to bring value to your man to the point where when people ask him about himself, he has no choice but to brag about you.
yeah.
See,
But
that's
some people say 38 just because. And I'm gonna say this because I just got married. I'm 53.
uh huh.
So
But hold on,
I was
you said 53, but you also 12 years though. Y'all have known
yeah.
each other for 12 years.
Yeah, we've known each other. I was married before.
Uh huh.
Um, I had a husband, and hey, he wanted to play the fields, the bleachers, the grandstand, the parking lot, the concession stand, and all of that. Hey,
Yeah.
cool with that. But I was still a wife.
Yes.
I wasn't a do for do, and I think, and another thing, and I was still a wife. So what I did not do, I did not bring. People always say, "Don't bring your baggage. You bring baggage. You bring baggage."
Yeah.
One thing I always said was, I'm not going to bring one relationship in another. And when they say bring baggage,
Yep.
how about I keep my baggage? I just change what's in it.
Huh, man.
So that's another thing. Stop talking
Ooh,
about bringing a baggage.
I
You can
hear
take
you.
your luggage. Look, the luggage still good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with the luggage. The luggage is still good. It's what's inside that ain't worth nothing.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
you take that out and you replace it with something good. And that's what I did. See, I got rid of all of that
Preach.
stuff inside the luggage. But that baggage, the baggage, I still got the bag.
Huh.
I just took what was in it out and I replaced it with something good. That's what women don't realize. They you you got baggage. Yeah,
Yes.
you do too. We
Yes.
all come with baggage.
Yes.
But take what's in it out.
Yes.
Clean that up. All you gotta do, if you got something dirty, all you gotta do is wipe it down,
Huh.
keep it open for a while, let it air out.
Yeah.
And that's what I did for 12 years. I had it airing out.
I know that's right.
And then now I got all my good that's
Huh.
coming in there.
Huh.
And I'm moving on with that. I don't need nothing else. We good.
Y'all good.
And I said this is my forever.
Okay, I agree with the point you made about the value. It's important, very much important, to know your self value.
Yeah.
That's created by understanding what you offer.
Uh-huh.
You offer someone who's supportive, someone who is encouraging, someone who is caring, loving, someone who's gentle. Those are the values that people look for in a relationship, right? It's not about a dollar value.
No.
It's the character value that makes a difference, that are most important.
Yes,
So I
sir.
agree with you, what you're saying, that a person's worth is based upon how much value they have among themselves.
Yes,
And,
sir.
and women and men, we have to build each other up.
Yeah.
And that's another thing with worth and value. My I'm gonna say this right here. I know he don't mind me telling him. Um, everybody always want to lose a couple of pounds, and I'm his biggest cheerleader. I be like, oh, look at you, baby, looking all good. He look good anyway. Y'all got me a good. But
Huh.
I was like, baby, look at you. So I don't see myself. I'm like, you look so good. I don't care if it's a pound or 2 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm his cheerleader.
Yes.
You know why I'm gonna be his cheerleader?
Say so.
Because
Say it.
another woman said
Huh.
he gonna be his cheerleader. And what you not gonna do is cheer for mine before he leave his house. He gonna get it from me first.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
there ain't nothing another woman can tell mine that this one ain't already told him.
And
But
that-
you can play with somebody. I ain't the one.
Those are
We
some
gonna
jewels.
cheer him and build him up here. See, I'm gonna build him up here because the confidence level is gonna stay on high.
Huh.
Same with me. He builds me up. So I don't need nobody else to
Tell
tickle my
you
feathers,
look
because
good.
my feathers are tickled before I leave home.
I know that's right. And that's what it's that's it right there. That's it right there. I think we hit all the points I needed to hit tonight, Mom.
Hey, it is what it is. And women, when you got these kids,
Say so.
don't try,
Say
stop
so.
trying to hold these kids hostage from their father, because that you got to forgive yourself because you the one slept with them. You had them babies.
Huh.
Stop holding these daddies hostages. Stop. You can't see him. I don't like your dad. Stop talking about these kids' daddies to them and in front of them. It ain't gonna do nothing but make them when women, and that's another thing. Women talk about these kids, mamas in front of these kids. The kids ain't gonna do nothing but hate you, despise you, and then when they start cussing you out, you want to blame the daddy. No, you did that. Stop doing that to these. Stop doing it to these men. If your husband or boyfriend, whatever, these baby daddies got these if they want to go out and be with somebody else, you want to, okay, come pick your kids up this weekend and y'all enjoy.
Yeah.
You can't, just simple.
You created them.
Let y'all know them, y'all children together. Stop. Build each other up. That's my whole thing. Build each other up and move on from there. I mean, learn how to communicate.
Yes.
I'm a firm believer. You take this pillow. When I'm talking, you don't talk. This is called pillow talk. Whoever got the pillow is the one that's gonna talk.
Okay.
When I'm done, I'm gonna give you this pillow, and then you can say what you say. It's okay to disagree. It's okay to argue. But when it's over, it's over. When you forgive, and you do not bring it back up.
That's what the words say.
It back up, you never even forgave.
That's what the words say. That's what the words say. I just read that before we started. You took it right back to the beginning of the conversation. That's what it
That's
said
right.
in
Now,
First Corinthians. It said that we hold no records of wrongs.
and once you say I forgive you, you gotta lig it.
Yep.
Let it go. You gotta lig it. Y'all say
Let it go.
lig. Y'all gotta lig. Let it go,
Let it go.
and then you gotta be Kim and keep it moving.
And keep it moving. Okay.
And Kim,
Lig
keep
and Kim.
and Kim, lig. Let it go, and then be like Kim and keep it moving.
All right. Well, that's how we closing out today. Lig and Kim. Keep it moving. I
That's
love
right.
it.
Keep it
Well,
moving.
I want to
Be
thank
blessed
you.
and pray together.
Yes, I want to thank you. I
Pray.
appreciate you for
What
coming. Appreciate your husband for being involved and joining the podcast. And I love you. And
I love you too.
this was a good one today.
Well, I am glad to be a part of that. Anybody want to talk? Shay, you got my number.
Yep.
Okay.
And like
I
I
love
said, and
y'all.
if I don't know it, I will definitely pass you right over to Mama V. She is more than
Yep.
qualified, way more qualified than me. That's why I got her on here today with me. So
Yep. And I
again,
will
thank you.
talk. And I will talk to anybody, and it don't matter. Learn to love yourself first. To love you. Go in the mirror and have a conversation with yourself. How you doing today? Smile. Put your face on. Y'all put your face on and keep your head up, ladies. You all are beautiful men. You all are wonderful men. And put God first.
Yes, ma'am. God
You'll
first.
never you'll never go wrong when God is first.
All righty. Well, that's it for tonight. We logging off. Thank y'all for joining.
Okay. All right. God bless you, son.
Yeah, God bless you. Talk to you later.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Okay, baby. Bye bye. Yeah. You said Kit.
Kit. Kit. Oh, Kit.
Lig.